So you want to buy a Keyblade, huh? Whether it's to display among your gaming setup or for a cosplay, every Kingdom Hearts fan has dreamed of owning one of these. However, as you probably realized as you scoured the internet for days on end for the perfect Keyblade for you, you will realize that not every Keyblade is created equal, which is also probably why you clicked on my little video here. But worry not, because by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what you need to look for in a Keyblade, and I will also be listing several options to fit your budget. With that being said, let's get into it. I guess I should explain what exactly we're looking for in a Keyblade before I go bashing them left and right, as what I consider to be a good Keyblade may not be the same as yours. First off, there's the size. This one should be obvious, but we're looking for Keyblades that are true to size. There's Keyblades the size of a pen out there, so you gotta be careful when you're browsing eBay and see one that looks way too good to be true.
Somebody tell me how I got so small!
Secondly, there's the dimensions. This one is a very, very big deal to me, even more so than the material it's made of. To me, a Keyblade should be judged by its appearance and not by if it's made of metal or foam or plastic. While it would be cool in theory to get a couple of metal Keyblades and swing them around with your friends just to hear the clang of metal on metal, I would choose a Keyblade that looks like it was ripped straight from the game with the proper dimensions any day of the week over that. Finally, there's the matter of price. You're looking to break some Heartless, not break the bank. I will list several good options today for different price points, but it's important to understand that this will likely be a display piece, and 90% of the time it will just sit mounted on your wall or in a corner of your game room, so depending on how much you are willing to spend, just keep that in mind. So where do we start? Well, before we get to the good options, I guess we should maybe go over the many bad replicas out there that you absolutely want to avoid, because believe me, there are a lot. Let me start off by getting this one out of the way, because it is quite literally the worst Kingdom Key replica I have ever seen. Its guard is paper thin, its teeth are the same. Black foam grip is comfortable, but looks so awful and out of place. Like, what were they thinking with these blue lines going on over here? And you put it over the midsection where there's meant to be a blue divide as well? Whoever designed this is pure evil. So many of you folks see the price point and see it's metal and are tricked into buying this one, only to realize it barely resembles the real deal. Similar to the Kingdom Key, this Oblivion Keyblade is easily one of the worst replicas I've ever laid eyes on. What's that? This isn't the Oblivion? You're damn right it's not, just look at it. Where's the chain going down the middle, the distinct bat-like wings, the crown on the keychain? They didn't even try to make the teeth look even remotely similar to the Oblivion we all know and love. And don't even get me started on the $30 to $50 Oathkeeper companion to this monstrosity, going for the same price and looking just as awful. The Oathkeeper is literally my favorite Keyblade of all time, and I weep for anyone who spent the $50 to buy this garbage piece. Seriously, it is so hard to get metal replicas to look good. Look, before we move on, I just want to say that you can like whatever Keyblade you want. This is all still my own personal opinion and what I personally believe is the criteria you need to meet for a good Keyblade replica. You can still like it, and if it's special to you, then that's great, but this is just me. I'm very, very picky. But with those out of the way, we can get on to some much better options now. Here we have the foam keys that you can find primarily on Amazon for a relatively decent price. Not only are most of the dimensions usually close to 100% accurate, they even got the colors right, and the price range usually stays within the $20 to $50 range. There's also the largest variety of different keys, not only belonging to Sora, but some of the other Guardians of Light as well. From Aqua's Rainfell to Kairi's Destiny Embrace, you can almost certainly find the right Keyblade for you here, especially if you're on a budget. While I myself do not own any from this line of keys, there is just one small caveat with them. They're kind of small. Yes, of course, it was just too good to be true, but these do remain some of the best budgetary options. No matter how you look at it, you can't go wrong with these as a good first Keyblade. However, if you are someone of exquisite taste who simply won't be satisfied unless it is absolutely perfect, stay tuned. I've got some really good options coming up for you. Spirit Halloween has officially licensed Keyblades that are sold in stores every year since the release of Kingdom Hearts 3 and maybe even before. Yeah, we can laugh for days about how garbage their costumes can be, but the Keyblades they sell are no joke. Going for a retail price of $40 a pop, it's not easy to buy them all up before they sell out for the end of the year, and I will always regret that I never got the Starlight Keyblade as it's easily the best looking one of the bunch, but my Pumpkinhead looks 1-to-1, Oblivion is really perfect as can be, although it could use a coat of black spray paint. And this Destiny's Embrace got so many compliments when Evie and I last went to a con as Sora and Kairi. Of course, just like with the Amazon foam replicas though, there is a big caveat to buying these plastic pieces of perfection, and that's that they can only be bought for retail around Halloween time when Spirit Halloween is in town. Hey, so it's Ed and Key here. I made a slight mistake with that little thing I just said. Yeah, so apparently you can actually buy some of the Keyblades from Spirit Halloween. I found that you can still purchase the Starlight Keyblade. Although I haven't checked every single one of them, this one in particular it seems you can still add to your cart, and I might just go ahead and buy it. Why not? Anyways, back to the original video. For reference, even my very rare Kingdom Key from GameStop that was sold during the launch of Kingdom Hearts 3 goes for around $100 to $200 on eBay and Facebook Marketplace because you really can't find it anywhere for retail anymore. And I mean, hey, if you're spending that much already, you might as well go all out and buy one that someone else made, because there's nothing like a true fan of the series to design and make the perfect Keyblade replica, which leads us to... Etsy is your best friend if you have deeper pockets than most, no matter how unlikely that is if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan. After all, you spent all your allowance to buy every console that has an entry in the series as part of its library. But jokes aside, you really can't go wrong with Keyblades found on Etsy. By the fans, for the fans, right? There are countless options to choose from, but of course my go-to would have to be Federland Prop House or Simplify Cosplay. Their variety? Massive. Their quality? Unequal. I'm serious, if you have deep enough pockets, then you can't go wrong with their stuff. It is literally unmatched. The best Keyblade you can possibly buy is probably on Etsy. Unless... there is of course one greater or cheaper option than all the rest, and that is simply to make it for yourself. To make your own Keyblade is to put together with your own two hands, slaving away for hours, making and remaking it until you're satisfied with the finished product. Or if you have a 3D printer lying around, you can download the files off Etsy and bam, you have the perfect Keyblade regardless. That's all for now though. Thank you all so much for watching. If you'd like a more in-depth guide, let me know, but this is honestly the best I could come up with on the spot. As always, I've been Key, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.